I'm Nicole Guillaume with Guiding Echoes, the channel that is devoted to your spiritual and personal growth. And in this video, I wanted to give you some tips on how you can find your soul tribe. Now, you may have noticed that it's actually pretty hard to find a good spiritual community when you don't identify with any organized religion. You know, Christians can go to church, Muslims can go to mosque, Buddhists can go to their temples, but where do the rest of us fit in? We're going to talk about that in this video. So the very first thing I suggest you do is to figure out what type of spiritual community you want to be in. Do you want to be in a spiritualism group where maybe they do different type of rituals and they're more involved in alchemy and magic and that sort of thing? If so, you want to look for spiritualist circles. Or do you want to go to a place that's more of a Unitarian church where they don't necessarily believe in one religion, but they will borrow from several different holy books and different philosophies to present a message that is uplifting, hopeful, and encouraging. And so Unitarian churches happen to be my favorite. I have found them to be very open and very welcoming so far. So that's what I would recommend for you. They just usually have a really good feeling to them, so you can check those out. So figure out what type of spiritual community you think you would best resonate with, and then go over to Google. Yeah, that's right, Google, and just type in Unitarian church near me or spiritualist circle near me. Whatever spiritual label you think would fit best for you is what you want to type in. And Google is really smart because Google is able to ping where you are, and it's able to populate a list of different churches that are near you. So that's really cool. So if you do find that Google's unable to find you, just put in the name of the city. Or maybe you want to look for a church in another city that's different from where you're currently living or currently staying. So maybe you're currently in Las Vegas, but when you get back home to Portland, Oregon, you want to check out some churches. So just put down Unitarian churches in Portland, Oregon, and see what comes up. The second way is the way that I've actually met my spiritual community, and that is through meetup.com. So Meetup is a wonderful website that allows you to meet different people who have the same interests and values as you do. So this is a wonderful site to turn to, not just for your spiritual needs, but if you're a moviegoer or you're a board game fanatic like I am, you're most likely going to find tribes, different groups of people who are into that sort of thing too. So check it out. And you know, guys, one of the things that I have found is that while spiritual communities are great and we all need to be a part of one, being a part of a hobbyist group can also be very therapeutic. It can also be very good for your soul. So I highly recommend that you find a group that's just for fun too, because you never know what kind of people and kindred spirits you're going to meet there. And what's awesome about groups like this is you already know that you have something in common with the people who are there. So if you're a game fanatic, a movie fanatic, you enjoy dancing, you're going to find people who have those same passions, probably some very similar core values, and that's going to really breathe some life into your spirit. So be sure that you check those out too. Last on the list is Facebook groups. Facebook groups are a wonderful place to meet new people. And the bummer part is that it's all online. So while going to Google and going to meetup.com allow you to find people who are physically close to you, well, the reality is that sometimes there aren't any Unitarian churches that are close to you, right? I had a hard time finding them when I lived in Mississippi, and I know there's other parts in California, like Central California, where they're hard to find too. So the reality is that you won't always find what you're looking for on Google or Meetup. And if that's where you are, if that's the case with you, then check out an online community. Nothing wrong with that. So go to Facebook and just type in keywords for the different spiritual topics that you're interested in. So if you're interested in light worker, type in light worker, and it's going to populate a ton of different groups for you to be a part of. Now make sure that you are in fact looking for groups and not for pages. A lot of people get the two confused. So a page is something that is usually for businesses or organizations. or a public figure of some sort. It's where these businesses can promote themselves, or where public figures can talk about themselves, but they're not really meant for people to engage. Right? I mean, they can engage in the comment section, but it's usually highly moderated. In the Facebook groups are made specifically so that people can get together, they can talk about the things that they're interested in. If you leave a comment on a thread, it bumps it up to the top, so it keeps the most popular topics on the front page, where, clearly business pages don't do that. So you don't have to become too familiar with the ins and outs of the difference between pages and groups. Just know that what you're looking for is a group, right? You're looking for a Facebook group because you want to meet other people, interact with them, and, talk about some interesting spiritual topics. And Facebook groups also allow you to start your own topic too, where you can't really do that on Facebook pages either. So if you go to a Facebook group and you type in a comment or you write a post and you notice it disappears, double check and make sure that you're not on a page, because that could be going on too. If you're left a post in a group, it should show up on the top of the page, or at least, pretty close to there. It depends on how busy the group is. So seeking out different online communities or in-person communities is a wonderful way for you to be able to meet the needs that you have to talk about those spiritual topics safely with a good community. So if this is your first time watching one of my videos, I would like to first of all welcome you to the Guiding Echoes community, and I'd like to invite you to subscribe to this channel. Here on this channel, we talk about how to enhance your intuition. We talk about different healing modalities. I offer weekly readings, and of course we talk about different spiritual beliefs that are kind of outside the box. So if that's something that you're interested in, we would love to have you. So be sure that you hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when I release new videos in the future. Also, if you would like a private session with me, I do offer psychic mediumship, tarot card readings, angel readings, and things of that nature. You can visit my website at guidingechoes.com. And last but not least, I would like to give a big thank you to my patrons. It is because of you that I am able to continue this work. So if you would like to learn how you can support this channel, please visit patreon.com/Nicole. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.